Hey everyone, Killer Gamer here. I am doing a test in regards to live streaming to see how I've been having problems before, but I may have found a solution. So I'm just double checking to see if it actually works. So I figured, hey, let's do a test flight. So I was thinking of, I don't know, doing a flight out of, let's say, Austin. Not sure where we would go here. Let's set it as a departure here. No. I don't want to go. I want to fly over that. Give me a runway. That's parking. Okay, we can do that. Man, where should we fly? Where should we fly? Corpus Christi? Yeah, why not? This looks cool anyway. So let's go to Corpus Christi Nastrow Field here. Seems good. All right. Direct route. Yeah, we won't do anything more complicated than that. We got AI. Weather's on live. Let's go ahead and put our call sign in here. Hey, RP. Yeah, it's a stream and it's a test stream. I may have found a solution to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, and so that's what we're doing right now. I'm just picking a random place to fly. So totally not planned. Yeah, I have a doctor's appointment a little bit later, so I didn't want to get into something just yet. So yeah, I hope you'll hang with me here. I gotta tell you, I was frustrated yesterday. I was so frustrated because Flight Simulator disconnected, Streamlabs disconnected, then the modem disconnected, and I turned it on, turned it off. Then I was thinking, stupid internet service is probably throttling my connection. I was just... Last night, I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to bed. My wife kind of appreciated it. She doesn't really like it when I stay up too late and stuff. So the reason why I hadn't done any live streaming here, one, I've been busy on videos. Since this is the 2-year tour, I've been working hard on getting some videos out this month. So, for example, the World Tour for Flight Sim 2020 has started this month. Also, X-Plane 6 and X-Plane. You can probably guess what else is going to premiere this month. And I don't know if you've been to the YouTube channel. I think you have. But you may be familiar of Killer Games World Tour, where all the flight simulators start off in the same place and the same flight path. And it started with Corpus 64. And so it gives you a chance to just compare those flights with each of the simulators, rather than a, how they some YouTubers will do a general video. Oh, here's how it changed over time. Where mine is different because it gets the full flight, which makes it a lot different. And I don't want to say personalizes the experience, but in some areas playing around the Mississippi River, you get to see, okay, which sims actually did a good job and which ones didn't. Some that I've seen, like Flight Simulator 2002, 2004, FSX, were actually, looked pretty good. I mean, especially going back to 2002. And then other ones like FS98 and FS2000 looked okay. And then FS5 had like part of the Mississippi River, but not all of it. Whereas the Commodore 64 had it all the way up to La Crosse and beyond. Although that's where the scenery stops. Sublogic never made the scenery north of that. So the Commodore 64, Flight Sim 2 and 3, the Amiga, they had to change course and head a different direction. Let me know how the quality of the stream is, by the way. It looks like it's working. Oh, Francis Riley. Hey, how you doing? Sorry, I'm multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so I have to keep an eye on the chat on both sides. This is an unplanned stream. I was trying to go on last night to stream and just had nothing but problems. So I'm doing a test right now. I think I found a solution, so I'm kind of testing it out. So this is just kind of we're just having a fun, laid back, unplanned stream here. So thanks for joining. It's good to have you here. I love streaming and I love being able to interact with my viewers. I mean, you all mean a lot to me. You really do. And I haven't been able to stream lately, and I'm glad I can be able to do it. Where's my ATC window? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Did it come up? I don't know. I almost think this thing froze. Oh, how funny. This whole time when I wanted this menu to disappear that's up here, I couldn't get it to disappear. Now it disappeared. It's gone. How did I do that? Oh well, who needs ATC anyway? We don't need no stinking ATC. Just like we ain't need no education. We don't need no thoughts controlled. I'll tell you what though, I think let's modernize it for Flight Sim, not Flight Sim, for the year 2020. How about we don't need no politicians. We don't need no political control. What? Holy crap, why am I going so fast here? We don't need no thoughts control by the politicians. We certainly don't need to be educated by them. Sorry, I don't get into politics much, but I hate politics. I hate it with a passion. They're like lawyers. You can't trust them. They manipulate the system. It's like insurance companies. I don't trust them either. I mean, how many insurance companies? I mean, we've had problems with insurance companies. You know, when you're paying a huge premium, and when you have something that needs to be taken care of, and they put you through all these loops. Well, we want you to try this. We want you to try this. Your doctor is like, you need to have this medication. But your insurance company is, well, we need you to do this and do that. Like, since when was an insurance company, medically certified, right? It's like, hey, my doctor says I need this. Why can't you give this to me? You know, and then they say, well, we're not going to pay for this. We're not going to pay for that. What the hell's the point of insurance then? You know, if they're not going to cover what it is that you need. Yeah, I don't trust insurance companies. I mean, you're better off just setting your money off to the side and paying stuff out of pocket than putting that money in someone else's pocket. That's my opinion. I don't know. What do you guys think? What are your experiences? Yeah, I did get a little bit of choppiness there, RP. But I tell you what, so far it looks like it's running a heck of a lot better than what it did before. Whee! Look at the clouds. This is really pretty. No, Julius, you want it in here. I'm gonna pull you up here, and you're gonna say hi to everyone. Come here, boy. Come here. No. Come here, boy. Say hi to everyone, Julius. Wow. He's my little Puss in Boots. He has these eyes like Puss in Boots. He's one of 3 of my boys. They're all brothers. There's an interesting story to that. So I set up a flight to Corpus Christi. Oh, there's my menu. Thing disappeared before. There's the ATC. Well, that was weird. I don't know why it didn't show up before.
Austin approach Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot is type Dare TBM 9 3 miles northeast of Austin. Request flight following. Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot, Austin approach. Squawk 5405. Squawk 5405 Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot.
Alright, let's...
Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot, radar contact 1 miles northeast of Austin, 4,200 feet.
Let's get this altimeter set up here.
Copy Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot. Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot, contact Houston Center on 125.65.
Ah! No, I want it down. I want about 4,000 here.
125.65 for Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot.
Ow, that's right. In order to engage autopilot, I gotta do this up here. Okay, altimeter select. And let's get the... Man, I tell you what, you can't really use the little mouse button here. my goodness. Middle mouse button's better there. Stop! Stop! Maybe I should disconnect that mouse zoom. Alright, there we go. But it allows me to zoom in and out. So. Okay, we got a little bit of happiness, but I think that's FlightSim doing that. Come on, heading! Stupid autopilot. Alright, I got some warning signs here. Let's see what we got here. Autopilot on, yaw damper off. Yaw damper. Okay, that's on. Stall no heat. What the heck is stall no heat? I've never seen that before. Alright, keto here. Let's turn this on. Auto select, bleed off. Okay, here's auto select. It should be auto select. Is there something up here? No, that's not it. That's the boost pump. What the heck is the auto select? I thought I had it. That's auto select. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, maybe it's this one. There we go. That made it disappear. Alright, let's take a look outside here. Can't really see anything from up here. Well, that ain't... What? Stall? Why are we stalling? Alright. Guess I had it set too low.
Austin approach Dare 13 Foxtrot, 5,100 feet. Dare 13 Foxtrot, Austin approach, continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.13. Austin approach Dare 13 Foxtrot, cancel flight following. Dare 13 Foxtrot, Austin approach, cancellation received. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
Whoops. I wasn't trying to cancel.
Austin approach Dare 13 Foxtrot is type Dare TBM 99 miles northeast of 50 Romeo. Request flight following. Dare 13 Foxtrot, Austin approach. Squawk 6104. Squawk 6104 Dare 13 Foxtrot. Dare 13 Foxtrot radar contact 8 miles northeast of
What?
50 Romeo 4,000.
What? You kiddies are such a distraction.
Copy Dare 13 Foxtrot.
trying to control my speed here so it's not so fast. So far, so good on the stream. It looks like it's hanging in there. Minho Gaming, hey, how are you? Doing a multi-stream, so I'm keeping an eye on chats on both sides, so if I don't respond right away... Plus, I'm trying not to crash. Yeah, we get a little bit of stutter there. I'm going to attribute that to the clouds. Bring her down just a little bit more. Trying to get underneath the clouds here. Okay, let's get this hooked up to our nav. Why is it going that direction? Come on, autopilot. That's not the direction you want to go. You want to go in this here. Alright, I'll just choose the heading again. Oh, there we go. That's smooth. I gotta remember to change my settings. Some of it I want on high, and some of it I need to move down to medium. I've watched some videos in regards to best settings for Flight Sim 2020, and I don't see much of a difference between medium and high. Look at this. Why is it going that way? Now, that's not the direction. I said heading this direction. Go to the right. I like how Microsoft puts out a patch, but they don't fix like some of the things that need to be fixed. Ever since I clicked that nav thing, that messed things up, it seems. Now see, it's going back this direction again. Oh, because the autopilot disconnected, that's why. Well, I tell you, these planes like to do that too. They like to disconnect the autopilot on you. It's like they have a mind of their own, and they're like, yeah, I bet he'll never tell. He won't be able to tell. There we go. We're low enough we can see some scenery now. Flying between Austin and Corpus Christi. This is live weather and live time, so course, one of the videos that I watched was saying that real weather is actually a few minutes behind.
Air 13 Foxtrot, contact Houston Center on 132.8. Going to 132.8 Dare 13 Foxtrot. Houston Dare 1 Foxtrot, 8,000 feet. Dare 13 Foxtrot, Houston Center, continue. Altimeter 30.11.
No, Julius. This is not working here. I'm going to let him out in a little bit. Okay, that's a little better. Alright, how far do we have to... Okay, we got about 109 miles to Corpus Christi. Okay, I'll let that run. Hello there, everyone on YouTube as well as Twitch. I'm the Killer Gamer. We're just doing a simple unplanned flight from Austin to Corpus Christi. I was trying to do a multi-stream last night. I was having problems. So I'm testing it out today to see if I get things working. I can't do a full stream at this time. I've got a doctor's appointment later on, but after that I can do one. So I didn't want to get caught up on a really long stream. But I hope you're doing good. I hope you're having a good good morning, good Friday. Okay, so I'm going to take a short break here and let my crying cat out of the room. So we're going to go to a commercial break over on Twitch because, well, I don't have any choice on Twitch. They have to have commercials there. But for those of you on YouTube, hey, you don't get any commercials. So I will be back in just a few. No. Out. If you're going to cry, get out. Alrighty there, folks, I am back. Alrighty there, my Twitch viewers. We are back here. My cat is out of the room. He is such a whiner. And he's got this meow that is just really high pitched. Ew! Ew! It's kind of like, let me out! I'm trapped! It's like he nearly goes into a panic, it seems. Okay, so we're pretty much on course here. Go ahead and do some external views. Maybe. My goodness. Man, this is choppy. There we go. Well, I'm watching the stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Everything looks to be running okay. Here, let's go into some graphical settings here. Let's go ahead and lower some of this stuff. Terrain vector data. Yeah, not ultra on clouds. Geez, this reminds me of FSX, where you had to sit there and play around with your settings. Okay. Let's give that a shot there. Watch, it won't make one bit of difference. I've had that before. I make slight changes, it makes no difference. I've had that happen with X-Plane. It's like, let me lower the settings just a little bit. Makes no difference. So hey, a little bit of update on X-Plane 11. The 11.50 update is officially out. No longer in beta. I've done an update. I've ran some tests. It does run much better. Especially on my system, it runs better.
134.6 for Dare 13 Foxtrot. Houston Center Dare 13 Foxtrot, 3,000 feet. Dare 13 Foxtrot, Houston Center, continue as planned. Altimeter 30.11.
And I believe there's a solution. There are some add-ons and plugins that don't work with the Vulkan graphics, but you can turn those off, and then those programs work okay. So, but just in case, I still have my 11.41 install. Figure I'm going to hold on to that for a bit until I know for certain that 11.50 is going to work okay. I do want to keep it because they added a lot of missing airports. Take note, Microsoft, because apparently there are missing airports in this one. Didn't that give you the impression that Microsoft may have left out airports so that way they could make a deal with third parties so they can sell them?
Generic 41 Quebec Airport is 10 miles at your 1 o'clock. Maintain present heading and altitude.
They wouldn't be that deceptive, would they? We could trust Microsoft, right? Where's my zoom in button? Don't they have a zoom in button? Nope, doesn't appear like it. We're about halfway to Corpus Christi right now. 75 miles to go. Hope you're all having a good morning.
Generic Niner, 0 kilo contact Houston Center on 120.6.
I should come up with a saying, "Good morning, killer community."
Houston Center landmark 4527 ready to copy IFR clearance to Kilo Lima Golf uniform. Landmark 4527.
Is everyone having a killer awesome morning?
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure frequency is 134.6 squawk 7435. Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Landmark 4527.
Keep an eye on that.
Kilo Lima Golf uniform airport as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Yeah, I think bringing the settings down did help, because we're going into the clouds now, and it seems to be behaving a little bit better. We're still getting a little bit of choppiness there. So hey, there may be some solutions for the ATC. I've been looking into it because FSUIPC, what allows Flight Sim to communicate with a third-party program, version 7 has been in testing for Flight Sim 2020. And there's been some recent updates to the Sim Connect version on Flight Sim 2020. And so there are some people that have been able to successfully use Pilot to ATC. And also I think there are some that are able to use ProFlight 3, possibly ProFlight emulators. So those are some things that I can check. I've got ProFlight emulator. I was thinking about getting ProFlight 3. It'll be a lot easier to install because it's all one install. But I'm also thinking about getting the Pilot to ATC as well. And testing that out. Because you know what? These... the ATC is rather bland. Heck, FSX and P3D I think is better. You should get more voices. Got a bit of a cloudy morning here. Also, has anyone been bothered by the sun? I mean, how perfect of a circle... I mean, do you usually see the sun when it comes up like that? Usually there should be, I don't know, like, not haze around it, but, you know, a little bit more blended. That just looks like a dot up in the sky. That just bothers me. Because I've seen better. Well, heck, it looks better on, heck, even old simulators. It looks, I've been able to get it to look better. And this should look better on this one. Heck, I think it looks better on X. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing on Flight Sim 2020. I do like this sim. And what's nice is all the scenery is here. You don't have to sit here and download ortho photos and create overlays, and then the overlays don't really match up with the buildings that are out there, and sometimes they still don't, but it's a lot better. But I still think X-Plane 11 is still a very good sim. So if you have X-Plane 11, don't just get rid of it. It's still good. I've got the Zebo mod working on X-Plane. I've been running some tests with it. They've been working out pretty decently. For those of you who are not familiar with X-Plane, the Zebo mod is a mod for the default 737 that makes it a little bit more interactive, a little bit more realistic. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. And for what it does, it's pretty amazing. I've been spending the past couple of days with X-Plane trying to get all of my plugins reinstalled, getting my ortho photos transferred from one computer to another. And I've got the majority of it, I think, back and working. I had to re-download my Orbix stuff.
center landmark tree 976 is climbing through 9,100 feet. 12
Hey, Kit, for YouTube. Hey, how are you doing?
continue as planned. Altimeter tree 0.
We'll be landing here in Corpus Christi. This was just an unplanned flight. I'm running some multi-streaming tests. I tried the multi-stream last night. I kept getting disconnected. It was really discouraging, but I found a solution that I think, well, not think, it appears to be working. So far I've been multi-streaming for 46 minutes, and it seems to be working out okay. Yep, so an unplanned flight, just kind of laying back. Just kind of doing a little bit of flying through clouds. It got cloudy. It got more cloudy here. Hope you're having a good morning or good afternoon, good day, depending upon where you're at. Oh. Yeah, no, thanks, Ray. I appreciate you watching the videos. FS98 is one of my faves. One of my absolute faves. And I love jazzing it up with add-ons and stuff.
Contact Corpus approach on 120.9er. 120.9er, Dare 1 Tree Foxtrot. Landmark tree 976 climb and maintain flight level 260. Corpus approach Dare.
Well, as far as the multi-streaming, I found a cloud-based solution. That's what I'm testing out right now. So really, I'm only streaming out to one service, and then that service is streaming to multiple platforms. That's what I'm testing out this morning, and it looks like it's working really well. I'm checking the quality on both Twitch and YouTube. They both look good. And I don't do streaming or videos in 4K. And the reason for that is because it takes up a lot more space, a lot more bandwidth. If someone is watching on their phone, it takes more resources to be able to play it. So, and it's something that I've read and kind of researched that it works a lot better for a wider audience when you're not having a video or a stream that is in like super, HD 4K quality. So it's more important to me that I can reach more people out there than limiting people to videos and streams because they don't have the bandwidth. So oh wow, you're on a hotel stream, hey? That's good. How's Greece, by the way? I had a chance to do some traveling in Europe when I was in the military, and Greece was one place that I wanted to go to because I wanted to go to Olympus. I've always wanted to check out, Mount Olympus, and I didn't get around to doing that. I did manage to go to Rome, though, to see, all the ruins, the Colosseum and everything. And I got to tell you, when you're there in Rome and you see that, if you've got a vivid imagination like me, and are able to filter out all the modern stuff and kind of see what it was just cool. That's all I gotta say. Just being there and kind of filling in the gaps of the ruins and into something that was full is just kind of like a wow moment, like going back in time. It was pretty neat, and I wanted to go to Mount Olympus for the same. Don't mind me. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, so this is just a unplanned stream, just kind of a laid back, just some laid back flying here. I wanted to make sure that everything was working. It's too expensive. That one turned out really well. There we go. Whoops. Okay, we are flying over the bay here. We should be getting really close to... Oh, I need the airport list. So we're going to be landing at Corpus Christi Nastral Field.
Navy Corpus Tower, Dayer 1 Tree Foxtrot is 10 miles north with Kilo to land. Dayer 1 Tree Foxtrot, Navy Corpus Tower. Make left downwind runway tree 1 left. Altimeter tree 0.07, wind tree 56 at 17.
31 left. Alright. So it looks like we gotta fly over and then down. Okay, I believe the airport is up here.
Dayer 1 Tree Foxtrot, did you hear my last transmission?
No, I just choose not to.
Enter left traffic runway tree 1 left Dayer 1 Tree Foxtrot.
Fly low 87. Hey, yeah, it has been a little bit. I'm doing okay. Yeah, just doing a little stream. I was trying to do a stream last night and had nothing but problems. But I believe I found a solution that's allowing me to multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube. It hasn't disconnected. The quality has been pretty decent so far. Which is good because I have an audience on Twitch and YouTube and I want to be able to take care of both of you folks. Whoops. Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment a little later from now. So I can't do any long streams, but I was going to plan something after that. Mr. Bing! That almost makes me think of Mr. Bean. Doing pretty good? Yes, we can fly anywhere we want with this simulator. This isn't like Microsoft Flight, which was limited in one area. So yeah, you can fly anywhere in the world. And I'm flying a little too low at the moment. So yeah, this is Corpus Christi here up ahead. We're just going to pass around here and land on 31 left. Frozo, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey. It's Frozo Grabbins.
Yes, this is a TRM. Mr. Bing, yeah, the Kingston, New York should be there. We'll take a look at that after we land here. We'll just check and see if that airport is there. I know people have been saying that there are airports missing.
Cleared to land runway tree 1 left Day or 1 tree Foxtrot.
But we'll take a look and we'll see if those airports are there. Let's start getting some flaps down and some landing gear. And some landing gear. Let's get some landing gear down like there's more than one. So hey, yeah, Frozo, I know you were trying to catch my stream yesterday. Oh my goodness, I was having so many problems. But I believe I found a solution with cloud-based streaming, and it appears to be working. So that's good. It takes less resources off my computer, as well as my internet provider. I'm only having to stream to one place, and then it's sending that out to multiple places. Well, it can only send it out to two. You have to actually pay additional if you want. So look at this. There's a bridge going right over this. We're in Corpus Christi, in case you're wondering. Yeah. So it was an unplanned flight today. Let's get close to this bridge. Let's check out this bridge here. Oh, hey, Mr. Bing, that sounds like a challenge. That sounds like a pretty cool airport to try. Maybe we'll try that a little bit later. Whee! Oh, look, it looks like a road. Oh my goodness, I don't see too many of those in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, yeah, there are roads. The cars aren't really driving on it too well, but yeah, some of the roads don't. I bet these people are freaking out. What's going on? What's that guy doing? Whoa, little too low. Boy, those cars are all over the place. They're coming down here in the dirt. Of course, we better get higher in altitude. I can't even see the airport from here. Oh, we're past it. It's over here. New skies. Hey, how are you? Good to see ya. Whoops.
Whoops, it's this way.
Glad you're all here. I'm going to be doing a stream a little bit later today. So if you're not following, be sure you follow so you get notification. That's for you folks on Twitch and YouTube. You should follow. You should subscribe. You be part of the killer community. We have an awesome community, I got to tell you. Oh, wow. Hey, you know what, Mr. Bing? You just gave me an idea. Since this is the anniversary of 9/11, what do you all think about doing a flight out of New York just as a dedication? Do you guys like that idea? Just out of respect to those who gave their lives. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Flylow 87 was thinking, yeah, fly around Manhattan. That would be good. Actually, I might have time to do that here. Get a nice little soft landing here. There we go. Nice and gentle. Yeah, when it comes to general aviation, I'm pretty good at landing. It's the airliners. I've been testing the 737 Zebo mod on X-Plane, and I've been doing okay with that. So, fly low. I think so, actually, because I'm running an I-7 now.
Dare 13 Foxtrot, turn next taxiway.
Whoa, where is the taxiway? There it is. Hey, Mr. Bing, I totally understand where you're coming from.
13 Foxtrot, contact ground on 118.7.
It took me a couple of years to get my i7 restored because it needed a processor and motherboard replacement. And I wasn't sure if
118.7 Dare 13.
if I was going to be able to run Flight Sim or not, but I pushed ahead. I was able to get it to fix. And one of the great things is that for those of you who are not able to play Flight Sim, you can have a little bit of interaction with me, so that way we can fly in areas that you've been wanting to see. So you may not be able to fly it yourself, but hey, we can fly it together, right? So that's what makes our community awesome, because everyone in the killer community, it's like we're all talking with each other, and I've got regulars that come here and they're they're interacting with each other. That's why I love my community. You guys are the best. You are really the best. Ceradox, hey, Ceradox 2001 over on YouTube. How are you doing? Yeah, Ceradox, I think so. I've been streaming on. I've got Twitch going. I've got YouTube going, and it looks like it's working pretty good. Quality seems okay. Haven't gotten disconnected. Yeah, two reviews. Flight Simulator 2 for the Commodore 64, and which was my very first flight simulator, and then not ProLogic, but oh, you're thinking SubLogic. Okay, yeah, not ProLogic, SubLogic. I have been wanting to get more reviews out. That is something that I've been wanting to do more of. I've been working hard getting some more videos out for my viewers. I've got viewers who are watching because of The Sims, because of Minecraft, and then also because of the Flight Sim. So I've got, that's where the my viewers are coming in from, those three areas. But yeah, I've been working on getting batches of videos recorded and rendered out, so that way I've got content always coming out on Killer Television throughout the week, to keep you all entertained. You've got something new that you can watch. In some cases, it's a lot to watch, and some of you have to binge watch it. I had one viewer who, brand new viewer, who was watching my Sims Online video series, absolutely loved it, and says, "Man, now I got to binge watch these." I was like, "That's cool." And I let him know that I do live streaming on Sims Online also, which is called Free SO now, and it's absolutely free. You can download it, and so hey, that's a great way for us. I mean, if you like The Sims, it's based off of Sims 1 graphics, But it's a great way for all of us to just kind of hang out in The Sims. I've got a little house of my own. It's like we can have like a pool party. I can, do a barbecue or something. I've got a pizza machine where, some group objects that we can play together. So it's kind of fun, and I think it's a great way for me to to have an even more intimate interaction with my audience. Oh, thank you, Mr. Bing. I am in the middle of a runway. I'm in the middle of a runway, I think. Or this is a taxiway, one of the two. That's a taxi. No, it isn't. That is a runway. I'm like totally lost. Let's just go over the dirt. Have any of you played the old X-Planes? If you are like taxing over the dirt or the grass, it's like boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I got some videos on the old X-Planes. This is a big month for Killer Television. This is the 2-year anniversary of Killer Gamers World Tour, which started with the Commodore 64. And from there, I just expanded to other simulators I hadn't played before, like all the old X-Planes. So this month, I have premiered Flight Sim 2020 on the World Tour. And they all follow the same flight plan. That's the big thing. They all start off at Meigs and go to Chicago O'Hare and keep going. And I know the first thing you're going to ask is, how did you fly out of Meigs on Flight Sim 2020? Because it's missing. Who says? Let's just say I bush flight it. I was determined. I was not going to let a missing airport stop me from taking off from Meigs, whether it's there or whether it's not there. So if you want to see something entertaining, watch that episode. And, hey, another episode is coming out today. So, nope, I'm sorry, tomorrow. Psych! Yeah, the next episode is coming out tomorrow of the World Tour for Flight Sim 2020. I also premiered X-Plane 6 and 7 on the World Tour as well. I think you probably have a good idea of what's going to be coming after that. Let's say X-Plane 11 has already been done, but there are X-Planes in between 7 and 11. 7-Eleven, hey! Something strange is afoot. Oh, that was Circle K. Never mind. X-Plane 9 looks... Oh, did I play X-Plane 9? I don't think I've done X-Plane 9 yet. I have it installed, though. I have it installed. Where am I located? United States. West. Won't get any more specific than that, just for privacy, out of respect to my family. Western. Yep. All right, Mr. Bing, let's take a look at that airport. Kingston Airport out of New York. It would help if I hit the right key here. Yeah, so for those of you who are joining me here on Twitch and YouTube, we're going to be doing a flight, a dedication flight in New York for those that gave their lives. Let's see here. Kingston. Well, crap, I don't know. Do you know the name of the airport there, Mr. Bing? I'll see if I can find it here on the net. Let's see, Kingston Airport, New York. There's one in Jamaica. Okay, there's an airport, 20 November, Kingston, Ulster Airport. Located 4 nautical miles north of the central business district of Kingston, a city in Ulster County. Gateway to the Hudson Valley. That sounds like the right one. Ulster, okay. Yeah, here it is. 20 November. Yep, so it's in here. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what we got. Okay, I don't want to start on the runway. Let's start at the fuel box. Yay. So far, most of the airports that I've come across have been in here, but I know there are some people out there that haven't been seeing it, so. See, right down here, you can go anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Thank goodness. That was one of the things people were worried about when they found out that Microsoft was coming out with another flight sim. They're like, oh no. Because they had a bad experience with Microsoft Flight when that came out. Stop the coffee? Oh, your coffee maker? Doesn't that music part, like right there, almost sound like Star Trek Voyager? It almost reminds me of Star Trek Voyager. Here we go. We got a overview here. Now the buildings may or may not be accurate. Okay. We'll go ahead and start her up here. Do a pushback. Because there are invisible people that can push back the plane. Okay, I've got a map here. Oh, okay. Hey, we can just do a VFR flight down the river. I see that. That will take us right to Manhattan, actually, it looks like. Oh, what? Am I having fuel issues here? Hey, let's fix this. Oh, the parking brake. Okay. Alright, let's turn on all this stuff. I just turn on switches. I just turn everything on. Turn it all on. Turn that on. What else? What else? Bleed off. Where? Bleed. Oh, here it is. Alright, here we go. Come on, plane. Do y'all want to see some X-Plane 11 later on today? I've got it updated to 11.50. It runs really well. And I've got the 737 Zebo mod. We can do a flight from... Hey, we can do a flight from somewhere to New York. We could do that. I don't have any ortho photos for the New York area, so it's just going to be default. But I do have ortho photos in other areas. But hey, you know, that might be kind of a neat little dedication thing we can do too. We could also do one of the classic flight simulators also. We could do Flight Sim 98. We could do Flight Simulator 2. Well, it's missing coverage in some areas, but Flight Sim 4, we could definitely do it. I have the Sublogic east and west scenery for that, so yeah, we could definitely do that in Flight Sim 4. We can do FS9, Flight Simulator 2004. That's another one of my faves. We gotta have some fun and do it on X-Plane 5 or 6. I gotta tell you, Flight Sim 7 really amazed me. Flight Sim 7 was the first one to have 3D clouds. Flight Sim 8 had sloped runways for the first time. Oh, and I think I did play Flight Sim 9. Yeah, the graphics on Flight Sim 9 look good. The terrain and everything looks really good. Here we go. Oh, this looks cool. This looks cool as far as an airport. We'll have to come back here. I like this. Oh, those buildings aren't there? They built them. They built them specially for us. Alright, let's fly over these trees here and head to the Hudson River. Don't sink! Don't sink! Don't kitchen sink! Don't kitchen sink! Should see the Hudson River here in a moment. Man, we're flying close to those trees. Kind of buzzing it a little bit. Hey, is that the bridge? No. You said there was a bridge. No, yeah, that might be the bridge. Is that the bridge you're talking about? The one that you said makes the landing at the airport challenging? Using my elevator trim here to... Well, that doesn't seem like that's gonna... Click on this here. Slow down here a little bit. Do an external shot here. Probably want to get a little bit higher in altitude so you can see a little bit more here. About 1,000 feet, that should do it. Come on, autopilot. Gotta love how the autopilot... I wouldn't be overspeeding if the autopilot were working. Come on. Alright, where's my vertical speed at here? Okay, that's not... Ah! Anybody want to go fishing? Having a bit of a problem with the autopilot here.
There we go.
Finally got it working. Yeah, you're welcome there, Mr. Bing. Absolutely. I thought it was a great idea. I knew today was the anniversary, but I didn't, think of anything. You inspired me, actually. You inspired me to do something today in dedication to them. So.
Austin Center, Airbus November 1774 Golf, flight level 270.
And that's why you guys are awesome. You really give me the inspiration to do these streams and do these videos. I get great ideas from you. Because primarily I'm an entertainer. Gaming is just it's the medium I like entertainment. But as far as my priorities, entertainment is number one for me. I had gone to school for filmmaking and video production, and being able to make videos and do them the way that I want to do them, and to be able to reach people across the world, that's something that I've always wanted to do. And so this has been a big thing. This has been a big thing for me. Mid-Hudson, yeah, you're right. We are getting closer there to Manhattan. Yeah, I'm watching it on a map. So taking a look at the scenery out there. Looks really good. I could download, I don't think it would take too much to download some ortho photos of the New York area. So you'd be able to see some X-plane with some photorealistic stuff. Oh, that's not the right. Okay. This thing wants to keep pulling to the left here. Let's see if I can get the heading bug. Where the heck is the heading bug at? it's not turning. Ooh, got a little bit of lag there. Alright, let's turn this on here. Okay. Heading the heading for the autopilot's on. I don't want him to do anything here. Because the autopilot... What is it with the autopilot? It likes to disengage. Come on, airplane. Behave, baby. This is pretty. I like this. Right in between these hills here. This is really nice. Yeah, the stuttering, I think, was the actual simulator, actually. Because it was getting a little choppy there for a moment. It was probably loading in scenery or something. But hey, at least I'm not getting disconnected like I was last night. Man, that was frustrating me. And today I was just looking up, okay, how is my internet speed? Is it enough? Etc., etc. And then I found information on cloud-based service, and so I started checking that out. And so that's what I'm testing here, and it's working out really good, so... Going a little bit fast here. Let's slow this down. And you know, what better way for me to do a dedication to 9/11 than to fly my favorite aircraft and do a flight around New York. My favorite aircraft, if I were to own any aircraft, is the Bonanza V-35, and I have one on, not for real, I have one on X-Plane, and I also have it on P3D as well. But I like all the simulators, quite honestly. Bear Mountain on the right. Here, let's, hold on. Oh, I can do this, okay. Okay, well, sort of. I was trying to look out here so you could see Bear Mountain. I have the heading bug on here, so, or the heading on the autopilot. Oh no, now the plane's doing weird stuff. No, get up to 1100. There you go. Now what's it doing? Oh, of course the autopilot shuts off, because, you know, that's what it does. Stop shutting off. Where's it going? Where are you going, autopilot? This is not what I'm telling you to do. You're supposed to go the other way. Whoops. Don't want to click that there.
Airbus 74 Golf, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Sorry, I was trying to look at it here.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Airbus 74 Golf.
That's what the plane's doing with the autopilot. It's kind of doing its own thing.
Maintain 10,000 feet.
There, it looks like it's kind of working.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Airbus 05 Delta.
Hudson River. The heading bug is still not... See, look at this. The autopilot disengaged again. That's got to be a bug. The fact that the autopilot keeps disengaging, that has got to be a bug. Because I don't have a problem with that in other simulators. You know, unless it's about ready to nosedive into the ground, then the autopilot goes off. But it's not like I'm really having that problem here.
Delta U72 miles.
I only have that problem because the autopilot does go off.
Expect ILS runway 24 approach via KIP transition. Cleared to KIP. Generic 444 contact Boston Center on 124.525.
Pep Z.
Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 24 approach via KIP transition.
Oh, the bridge. BR bridge. Okay, I can adjust the heading here just a little bit. See, now it's working. See, it's like the plane has got to do this crazy stuff before it decides to work on autopilot. New Jersey. This must be the bridge right there. Looks like part of it's sunken in the water. Maybe. Looks a little low there. There's some cars driving out in the water. Looks a little... Hey, look at that! Did you see that? There's like cars on the side. They were like when the photography. There's like two cars that were on the side there. Yeah, people have been saying that the data from being mapped is old, so it's probably not showing the newer stuff. We're getting closer to Manhattan here. For all those joining us on Twitch and YouTube, welcome. Nice to have you here. I am the Killer Gamer. We've got the Killer Gamer channel on Twitch. We got Killer Television over on YouTube. This was an unplanned flight because I'm doing some streaming testing. And we're kind of like doing a little bit of a dedication for 9/11. So... And Mr. Being is with us over on YouTube, and he wanted to see an area here in New York, and it was such a great idea. And I'm actually thinking I've got an appointment I got to go to in a bit, but I was thinking about coming back and doing some streams around New York with some of the other flight simulators. Just as a dedication. To 9/11. That I think is the Empire State. That tall one I think is the Empire State Building. That looks like Manhattan. So, fun fact, I've been to Manhattan. We drove cross country to go see Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. And I gotta tell you, wow. Wow. Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, mind blowing. Absolutely fantastic. If there's anything I can recommend seeing on Broadway, it's Phantom of the Opera. A little bit of a bridge here. Oh, and I got to tell you, driving in Manhattan, wow, that was an experience. You got people honking all over the place. They're driving up on the sidewalk to get around traffic. I had never seen anything so crazy in my life. I'm like, how is there not accidents around here? It's the craziest thing. Times Square is really cool, though. I mean, it's like in the middle of the night, it's pitch black, but on Times Square, it is so bright, it's like daytime. Crazy. All right, here we are, Manhattan. That's the park. Let's see how well some of these buildings are at. Ugh. That building doesn't look like it's rendered very well, neither is that one. My goodness, some of these are like busted up. This looks like an apocalypse happened here. Look at some of these buildings. It's like H&M. They look like they've been chewed up. Oh my, what is this over there? That looked horrible, whatever was over there. Some of it renders out pretty good, and then other parts are kind of like, eh. There's Statue of Liberty. Oh yeah, went to the Statue of Liberty also. Didn't get to go inside though. Apparently that was closed at the time. Like, look at that building there. That thing looks like it's been burnt. And I heard flying in Washington, D.C. is very disappointing. Like, all the stuff, like the White House doesn't look right. Well, it looks like they at least got the Statue of Liberty looking good.
124.525 generic 573.
Here, let's fly back around. There were some areas there on Manhattan Island that just, that just looked bad. Oh, and by the way, when we traveled to New York, one of the other things that we did is we went to Philly to have real Philly cheesesteaks. There's like 2 Philly cheesesteaks places that are across from each other that have been there the longest. Because, hey, I wanted to have like the real thing from real Philly. It wasn't all that. I've had better Philly cheesesteaks at some other places, so I think it was more hype than anything. Look at some of these buildings. Oh my goodness, some of them don't look like they rented out very well. Yeah, 20 minutes. I mean, we're going at 211 knots. That could be why. Well, I'm going to go to external view here. Little bit of choppiness here. Give you a chance to see some of these buildings here. There were some that looked like lumps. They didn't look very good. I think as far as the... Uh-oh. My current... It was fine the first time I came through here. Does that answer your question, Flylow? The timing of your question, and boom, a message comes up on the screen. In general, New York doesn't look too bad, especially since this is all default generated. JFK is up here. We can go ahead and land up here. Fly low, there's one thing about the PMDG 737 that I read that some people made a point about. The PMDG plane, it takes resources too. And so if you're flying flight sim and your resources are already getting strained, the PMDG plane is probably, it may not have a good experience. So that was something that I saw in someone's video that got me thinking about that. Didn't Drzecki Design do New York City X? Like, you know, I have Chicago City X. I wonder how this compares to what Drzecki Design did. RJP, hey! Good to see ya. Kind of missed it. We're going to be landing here soon. I've got an appointment that I got to go to. But I am planning to come back to do some streams. We're in New York. But out of dedication to 9/11, I wanted to come back later on today and do some flights around New York. I'd like to do some flights with X-Plane 11. I felt one of the best ways that I could do a dedication is to fly my favorite aircraft. So we'll be able to do the new version 11.50 with the Vulcan graphics. And then we can like hop into the 737 Zebo in X-Plane 11 and fly out of JFK and go fly somewhere. Some fly. Oh, it's getting choppy now. Okay, that's the. In case you're noticing choppiness, that's the sim. That's not. Don't worry, that's not the stream. It's because we're flying over this. Now I've got air traffic on also. Here, let me turn air traffic off. Maybe that's causing a problem. Let's go here. Let's turn off air traffic. Bum 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 bum. Traffic. There you are. Let's just turn that off. Turn that off there. I barely see traffic anyway. I think that improved it a little bit. Is this one of the handcrafted airports? I think it is. I don't know. How does that look? It seems like it's missing a lot. Hey, look, there's a... Wait a minute, is that a bridge or is that a pier? We've been coming across some bridges that are like halfway in the water. That might be a pier. Oh yeah, we came across one bridge where the cars, instead of driving on the bridge, they were driving in the water.
I'm like, hey, fantastic.
We're going to spin around here and land on a runway here when I can find it. Is that a runway or is that a taxiway? Oh, there's a runway. Here we go. Right on the edge here. I did some crazy landings like this with the 737 on X-Plane. Yeah, my longtime viewers, they know how my landings are with airliners. Sometimes they're good, and other times they're kind of like, dude, man, what is that?
Here we go.
Got a ramp here. Let's go this way. Yeah, which one takes more resources? FS Labs or PMDG? They seem like they would both take a lot of resources. I think you would have to have like a top-notch computer overclocked to probably get absolutely perfect looking frames and stuff. Although I would love to have something like that, I'm almost thinking that having what I have is kind of like a more honest interpretation of what to expect. Not everyone out there can afford a computer that is like $3,000, you know? So being able to see this on maybe on a mid-range computer or something like that, I think people might get more out of it to know, oh, this is what I can expect with this. So my system, it's an i7, but it's a 4th generation i7, so it's a little old. But I have a RTX 2070 Super, which I'm sure helps a lot. And I got 32 gigabytes of RAM. So that is the system that I'm running on. This is installed on an SSD drive. So if you're looking to build a system, maybe that'll give you some ideas. I'm pretty sure that with a later i7, you're probably going to get better performance. Yeah, I'm sure the i7 9700K is going to be pretty good. Or heck, the Ryzen, the AMD Ryzen, those are supposed to be really good now. Oh yeah, by the way, we park at gates. Why park in general aviation when you can park over here at a gate with all the other airliners? Because we're special. We're a special group. Well, besides, you know, I'm sure you all kind of want to see the airport here. See how good or not good this handcrafted... I think this is a handcrafted airport. I'll tell you what, one of the airports that was not handcrafted that I was really disappointed when I saw it was Dallas. Dallas-Fort Worth. Man, that just doesn't look right at all. I mean, it... Default and FSX P3D, you know, is decent. But in here, Oh my goodness, it looks bad. Get an external view here. I hope this helps out, being able to see some of this stuff as far as scenery. Yeah, I think this is handcrafted, because if this was default, I think it would look a lot worse. Yeah, P3D 4.5. Yeah, I agree with you, RJP. That's what I'm using. I thought about getting version 5. I wouldn't uninstall 4.5, but I did think about getting 5, and I kept watching videos and doing researching on it. I didn't really see any benefit to getting version 5 other than it running a little bit better. The clouds, I mean, I looked at the clouds and the atmospheric options, and honestly, they don't look that impressive. When I compare it to what I've got with Skyforce 3D and Active Sky, to me, it looks better than P3D 5. Plus, I know there is some stuff that I've got that's not going to work on it, so... I'd rather keep a simulator where stuff works rather than not. Where should we park? Everyone remember where we parked. What movie? What movie?
What movie?
I'll give you a hint. They celebrated an anniversary just a few days ago. Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. And you want to know what was really insulting about Star Trek Day and the panels that they had? Is they didn't even invite William Shatner. I mean, I can understand if, you know, if they have some personal issues with William Shatner, but they should have put those to the side and invited him. Come on, he's the original captain. And he had a lot to do with the success of Star Trek, let's be honest. And so to not invite him was a complete insult, I think. An insult to him and an insult to fans. Other than that, I really enjoyed the Star Trek Enterprise panel. Scott Bakula was on that. And I like Scott Bakula. And I saw a little bit of the Voyager, the Star Trek Voyager, and the Star Trek DS9. I saw a little bit of their panels. For Next Generation, all they had was Patrick Stewart and Jonathan Frakes. Like, really? That's it? Oh, and Will Wheaton was doing the interview, so I guess, you know, they had Crusher, Wesley Crusher. But really, that's it? That's all they had? Yeah, I didn't even bother watching that. I'm like, they were probably going to talk more about Star Trek Picard, which I didn't like. I'm stuck.
I'm stuck.
Looking for a place to park. 7:45. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get going here. There's a place. We'll just park right over here. Besides, we have a car over here, right? We'll go into town. Get some food, get some lunch, breakfast, brunch. Gate number 7, that works. Lucky number 7. Man, these things are slugs trying to get them to move. I gotta like put this thing on full throttle just to get it to move. Move! Here, we're parking the red zone. The red zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only. Alright. We'll just turn this off, maybe. Whoops. That's the landing gear. Don't want to turn that off. Alright, what do we got here? Starter, ignition. Turn that off. That didn't turn it off. I don't think there is... Oh, maybe this is it. I don't think that turned it off. Brito! Do I speak Portuguese? No? Sorry, I don't. I can look stuff up though, and I can do translations. I could do that. But as far as speaking natively, no. Me and that landing gear. I don't know how to turn this thing off. Oh, maybe the generator. Did that turn it off? No. I'm trying to turn off the plane. I don't think it does turn off. Oh well. We'll let someone else turn it off. Alrighty, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I have a doctor's appointment that I gotta go to, and I have to bike there. It's like a 5-mile bike ride. So yeah, I've got to get my bike ready to go so I can bike over there. But I am going to be coming back since this is 9/11. I want to do a dedication to those that were affected at 9/11. So we're going to come back. We're going to do some more flying around New York. I'm actually thinking about doing X-Plane 11 using my favorite aircraft. That's kind of a personal thing. We can do some flying in and around and out of New York. We can also hop into a 737 with the Zebo mod and fly out of JFK and pick somewhere in the U.S. We could fly out of the U.S. too. We could fly to Canada. Why not? And also, if you all want to see an older version of X-Plane or Flight Simulator, and want to fly a little bit in New York, we can do that too. So we can do FS-98, FS-5, FS-9. We could do X-Plane 5, 6. You know, we'll leave that open. We'll leave that open. But I think this is a great day to do some streaming and do a dedication to those in New York. So I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll come back and join me. We'll have fun. We'll have fun with it. So for those of you on Twitch, be sure to follow. Follow me there, so that way you get notified when I come back online. For those of you on YouTube, on the Killer Television channel, subscribe, ring that notification bell, so that way, hey, you can be part of the Killer community, because that's awesome. Also, the notification bell, you get notified of when I upload new videos and when I go on live. Good thing. It's a good thing. Guess what? It doesn't hurt by clicking that button. And I don't say smash the button, because that would break your computer and you might hurt yourself. So don't smash don't smash the subscribe button, don't smash the like button. Just click it. That's all you got to do. Just a simple click. Don't damage anything. But yeah, no, in all seriousness, I hope you'll become part of the community. We have an awesome community here, and it means a lot to me to be able to entertain you with the type of stuff that's going on today. Also have Twitter. Twitter is the official site that we have for news and announcements. So I tend with Twitter, I kind of give a little bit of advance notice. Hey, I'm going to be going on soon. Da, 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 da. I believe my Twitter feed is also coming through on the Killer Gamer Twitch page. So you should be able to see some of that there too, just in case, you know, you don't want to go on Twitter, which I totally understand. There's a lot of drama and stuff going on Twitter, which we don't do. We don't do drama. Unless I'm landing with an airliner or an Airbus, then we got drama. But we kind of leave it at that, right? But yeah, anyways, thank you so much